Greetings, friends. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says that Democrats will pass Biden's social safety net bill tonight. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is reaching an agreement with Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell on raising the federal debt ceiling. This is your latest stimulus news and information. House Democrats are gearing up to pass President Biden's plan to dramatically expand the social safety net, with leadership racing to secure a legislative victory for the party, even as major obstacles await in the Senate. The sweeping $1.9 trillion economic legislation stands as a pillar of Biden's domestic agenda. It would deliver on key Democratic priorities by dramatically expanding social services for millions of Americans, working to mitigate and address the climate change, increase access to health care, and also deliver aid to millions of families and children. The Congressional Budget Office released its final scoring for the bill early Thursday evening, estimating that the package would result in a net increase in the deficit, totaling $367 billion over the years 2022 to 2031. The White House is trying to make the case that the bill will be fully paid for, despite the Congressional Budget Office's analysis showing a great shortfall. Senior White House officials Brian Deese and Louisa Terrell met with moderate House Democrats after the numbers were just released. If the legislation passes the House tonight, it would face key hurdles in the Senate, with a fight looming over a controversial tax provision, and Democratic Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia is still not on board. And as a result of it, Democrats are working very hard to keep their fragile coalition of moderates and progressives united behind their package. The legislation has already been the subject of very intense disputes between warring party factions in the House, and Democrats have no margin for error in the Senate.
On Build Back Better. Madam President, now that President Biden has enacted his once-in-a-generation infrastructure bill, Democrats are taking the next steps towards passing the rest of his Build Back Better plan. The last year and a half have been unlike any in modern U.S. history. We've had a once-in-a-century pandemic followed by the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. We've come a long way this year as we've lifted our country out of the depths of these crises. But the challenges, of course, aren't over. Americans right now want us to lower costs for things like health care, prescription drugs, child care. We have a responsibility to pass legislation that will cut costs and improve American lives. That's why we need to keep working on passing Build Back Better. We know that passing this critical legislation will lower costs from some of the most basic and essential things in everyday life. And as economists from leading rating agencies said yesterday, Build Back Better will not add to the inflationary pressures in the U.S. economy. The child care provision could alone save families thousands of dollars each year. Families on average spend $10,000 annually on child care for each child under 4. A generation ago, this was unheard of. Build Back Better will dramatically lower costs for millions of families by providing the largest investment in child care in American history. The same goes for prescription drugs. If you're one of the roughly 10 million Americans who relies on insulin to manage your diabetes, chances are you've been spending more and more as the cost of this once affordable drug has skyrocketed. It's truly one of the...
In the end, the legislation will likely have to be altered, potentially significantly, to get every member of the Senate Democratic caucus to vote for it, as key members raise major concerns with the contents of the bill. Speaker Nancy Pelosi said at her weekly press conference that the legislation is on track for a vote in the House after a vote on a rule governing floor debate. She had told reporters, "We will vote on the rule and then on the bill. Those votes will hopefully take place soon." Friends, the key word for this video is marshmallow. If you would like to enter this Friday's 3 $100 Walmart gift card giveaway, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, click and like my videos, and comment below the key word from each video. Thank you so much, friends. In a warning sign for the party, Joe Manchin, the most important swing vote, who has expressed major concerns over a variety of elements of the bill, told CNN News that he has not decided whether to support voting to proceed to the Build Back Better bill. The critical first vote to take up the measure in the Senate, any one Democratic defection would stall the effort altogether. So friends, do you think that Senator Joe Manchin should support the bill? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell had a meeting as they look for an off-ramp for a looming fight over the debt ceiling. Mitch McConnell told reporters, "We had a good discussion about several different issues that are all extant as we move towards the end of the session. We agreed to kind of keep talking, working together to try to get somewhere. Raising the debt ceiling of the U.S. government is one of several issues on Congress's year-end agenda, after Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned lawmakers that they will hit the X date. That is when the government will be no longer solvent on December 15th. Congress also needs to fund the government and complete a defense bill. And Democrats want to pass President Biden's spending plan. But the meeting between Chuck Schumer and Mitch McConnell is a sharp U-turn from the October debt fight, where the two leaders spent weeks talking past each other and only started negotiating days before the Senate passed a short-term debt hike. The two leaders have been publicly tight-lipped about their strategy for raising the debt ceiling, after they spent much of the lead up to October deadline in an entrenched standoff. 11 GOP senators helped advance a short-term debt extension in October, but several, including Mitch McConnell, have ruled out using a similar strategy this time. So friends, do you agree with passing a short-term debt extension? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me here this Thursday night. I truly appreciate all of you who are watching my videos. To say thank you, and if you would like to enter my giveaway, please make sure you comment below the keyword from each video. Also like and click the videos, and also make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much, friends, and have a very blessed Thursday.